Hey, Neorashi here. It's me again since I just uploaded something else in a couple hours ago. But it is still Friday, so it is time for my weekly haul. And let me tell you, this is by a small margin, my largest haul ever. I got 22 books, and 22 isn't even like the full amount that I bought because there's one or two that I ordered yesterday. Well, yesterday I bought 11 books at my manga store, and I order slash pre-order 18 on Amazon. And out of the, I believe 17, no, not 17, sorry, out of the 12 or 13, I purchase and not just pre-order. Only one or two are only going to arrive later this weekend. So really, it should have been like 23, but oh well. So as usual, going starting with the first one I got, and then going up in time and stuff. Anyway, um, so at my manga store, I only got one English book. The rest are in French, but I do believe I have the English title for most of them, if not all. Anyway, let's start with Volume 7 of Maggie Lumiere Magical Girl Incorporation, which I didn't even know was out. I knew it was going to release soon, but I thought it wouldn't release until like early next month. Sorry, I have to move stuff. Next is Volume 16 of My Clueless First Friend. Uh, I was definitely looking forward for this one because it's one of my favorite series of all time, and my cat is going to throw that poster down, is he? Oh my god. If I get up and go near him, he's just going to jump down by himself. I'll be right back. Oh no, he didn't. But okay, I did not expect that. Anyway, next is a series that I've never heard about actually. I just got it because it is partially made by the same person who did the Kaguya-sama Love is War series, and it's Love Agency. I read the summary on the back, thought it looked nice, and actually think the girl on the cover is super cute. So I don't know anything about this. Um, we'll see. The next four, because they're all from the same series, it's the original manga of an anime that actually ended not too long ago, and it's Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. If it doesn't look like, from what I can tell, um, it doesn't look like Volume 4 covers everything that the manga covered, the anime covered. So I'm if I read it all, I will probably know. I will probably have seen everything yet. Uh, Next is two volumes. The last two volumes of a series I haven't started yet because I have too much stuff. But Limit Volume 5 and 6. Um, I know a little bit about this one, but not enough for me to like tell you exactly like all the details and stuff. But I really looking forward to read this because I did read like chapter one, I think, and it did look interesting. Next is Volume 4 of Licorice Recoil. I've read Volume 1, and I've watched half the anime, I think. Pretty good series. And next is, well, the last of the books I got yesterday is Volume 6 of Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. Uh, yeah, this, if I judge by the summary on the back, this actually doesn't take place in Hokkaido, but actually in Tokyo. All right. Uh, Now I have to bring my second pile, which is just as big as the first because it's I actually got 11 yesterday and 11 today, so exactly half I got today. So the first manga I got today, well, it's not just manga for the second pile. There's a quite a few light novel actually. I think there's like 3 or 4 light novels, three I think. Uh, um, but first is volume 11 of Kuma 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 Bear. This is the manga version. So I don't know which volume of the manga, the light novel it covers, but I've read the first 5 volumes of the light novel, so we'll see. Next is volume 4 of Becoming a Princess Knight and Working at the Yuri Brothel. I've actually only read volume 1 of that. Uh, Pretty entertaining, and despite the name and the obvious etchiness, it's surprisingly not as degenerate as I thought it would be. Next is volume 8 of Please Go Home Misakutsu. Looking forward to read this because I've read the first 4 volumes I think so far, and it's really good. I mean, by my standard, but like everyone has different standards, so doesn't mean that you'll like them. Next is the 10th and final volume of Even Though We're Adults. I've actually only read the first 2 volumes. Definitely a good Yuri though. Next is another volume 11. No, actually, that's the first volume 11. Yeah, no, the second volume 11 I'm doing today, and it's volume 11 of Trapped in the Dating Sim. The world of Atomi game is tough for mobs. Um, I've only read volume 1, and it's been like a while ago, so I really don't know how exactly what is this about at this point. Um, Next is volume 13 of my Dress Up Darling. Um, Really good series, personally. I love it. Next is a light novel, and it's volume 5 of Days with My Stepsister. Not sure I like the new look of Saki though. I think I preferred her with the long hair. Apparently, she cut her hair at some point in the story. I only read volume 1 and 2, so and I know as of volume 2, she doesn't cut her hair, so we'll see if it's volume 3 or 4. Next is volume 5 of Does It Count If You Lose Your Virginity to an Android? Definitely a weird one, but a good one if you like Yuri and robots. Next is volume 12 of Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, and it features my favorite support character of the series, Yanagi, which I don't know why I just really like her. The last 2 are going to be light novels. First is volume 15 of Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Really good. This is probably one of the best series that I know of that focus on character playing video games. I've watched a couple, or watched or read a couple of other series like that, but this is definitely my favorite, and I like how they it doesn't like shoehorn romance in it, at least not as far as I know. And the last but not least is volume 16 of I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my defense. So, after all that, my new book total is 2,280 83. That's a lot. I know. Actually, one of my friend earlier, like maybe an hour ago, he said, "Oh, you have too many," and I disagree. I don't have enough. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.